out there in the universe that you could be cast as the next Black Panther. Have you had any conversations about that? Yes or no?
Yes, no.
By the way, the yes, no means yes.
Could mean no.
No, probably means yes. If they asked, would you say yes?
Yes.
Y'all know that the internet served months making jokes that Damson Idris was out here campaigning for Black Panther while low-key stepping on Michael B. Jordan's toes by dating Lori Harvey right after MBJ and Lori split. And y'all also know that there was another lot that desperately wanted MBJ to come back somehow as the Black Panther. So, when neither MBJ got to come back as the main Panther, nor did Damson get the role, people instantly pictured Lori sitting back, sipping her matcha, and laughing her head off.
My name is Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa.
However, because of her alleged reaction, fans are joking that Lori is the common denominator of the Black Panther curse. That if you date Lori, Marvel passes the suit to the next guy. I mean, it's hilarious, but let's just break down this entire madness and why Lori is allegedly clowning both exes.
This is all your fault. You ended my life.
After everything I did for you, you not gonna talk to me. You did this to me. You ended
my life. And Teddy should have blown your head off.
Okay, for starters, of course, MBJ was already deep in the Wakandan trenches because he played Eric Killmonger in the first Black Panther movie, and to be honest, he absolutely ate that role up. Like, he wasn't just your run-of-the-mill, mustache-twirling Marvel villain, he had the screen presence, the charisma, and that raw, heavy-hitting energy that made people low-key side with the bad guy. So, when our forever king Chadwick Boseman tragically passed away, RIP to the legend, fans started spinning out over who was gonna step up and take the crown, and a huge chunk of the streets were practically begging Marvel to bring MBJ back to take over the Black Panther mantle full-time. I mean, think about it. He's family, he's got the acting chops, he's already built like a literal superhero, and he carried that Wakandan royal blood in the story. People wanted a full-on redemption arc where Killmonger came back to fight for the right side this time. And I know that Killmonger literally died at the end of the first film, choosing to die free over being locked up. But we are also talking about Marvel here, and as much as turning a dead anti-hero into the main leading guy was always a long shot on paper in the Marvel universe, anything is possible, especially with all this multiverse chaos going on. I mean, people have come back to life multiple times, like how Thanos wiped out half of all life in Infinity War, but 5 years later in Endgame, the Avengers snapped everyone right back. Loki has also died or faked his death so many times it's hard to keep track. Even when Thanos actually snapped his neck in the main timeline, a past version of him escaped in Endgame and got his own whole TV show. In addition, everyone thought Bucky Barnes fell to his death off a train in World War II back in Captain America 1. Turns out, Hydra found him, gave him a metal arm, and brainwashed him into a super assassin.
Vision also died twice in Infinity War. First when Wanda destroyed the Mind Stone, then when Thanos rewound time and ripped it out. Wanda literally rewrote reality to bring a version of him back in WandaVision, and now, White Vision is out there in the world. We also had Fury fake his death in Winter Soldier, using special heart-slowing drugs. And even when a character stays 100% dead, like Gamora or Professor X, Marvel just pulls an alternate universe version of them from another timeline into the main story. So yeah, dying in Marvel is usually just a temporary workplace hazard, and it would not be impossible to bring back Michael B. Jordan as the Black Panther and King of Wakanda. People actually still believe he could be the perfect fit. Anywho, now let's get into Damson Idris, because for a minute there, the internet was practically convinced this man was born to wear the Black Panther suit. Of course, just like MBJ, the man has the acting chops that make you pay attention. If you watched him in Snowfall playing Franklin Saint, you already know. He can play suave and smooth 1 second, and then switch up to dangerous, intense, and commanding the next. That's exact superhero energy right there, cause you need someone who looks regal like a king, but can turn into an absolute beast on the battlefield. Damson also has that classic, sharp, effortless Hollywood leading man charisma. He looks like royalty in a tailored suit. He's got the height, and he's British-Nigerian, meaning he carries that natural, regal swagger and deep respect for African culture, which is literally the whole foundation of Wakanda. Like, have you seen him in the trailer for Children of Blood and Bone? Damson is quite literally Wakanda material. On top of all that, the timing felt so aligned. He was coming off massive heat from Snowfall, making huge moves in movies like F1, and he was even flirting with the rumors on red carpets, low-key feeding the hype without fully giving it away. So when Marvel went a different direction and dropped the news casting David Johnson instead, a lot of the streets were genuinely disappointed. People felt like Damson was a guaranteed home run, someone who could carry the heavy weight of that legacy on his shoulders while bringing that cold, smooth star power. But to be honest, David was perfect for the role. First of all, the facial resemblance is actually wild. When you look at David, you can instantly see that same soft-spoken dignity, regal jawline, and warm eyes that Chadwick Boseman brought to the screen. On top of that, he legit looks like the natural grown-up version of young Toussaint, T'Challa's secret son from the end of Wakanda Forever. It feels like flawless, seamless casting, where you don't even have to stretch your imagination to believe he's Chadwick's on-screen kid. Beyond the looks, the man is an absolute powerhouse actor. If you saw him in Alien Romulus or HBO's Industry, you know he has this quiet, soulful intensity where he doesn't even need to say a word to command the room. He can also do smooth, vulnerable, and dangerous all in one breath. Plus, he's British with West African roots, Nigerian, and Sierra Leonean, so he brings that genuine cultural grounding and effortless royal poise that Wakanda demands. Well, allegedly, Lori is one of the people celebrating David's casting, but it's not because she believes he is an amazing actor. Word on the street is that when the Comic-Con announcement dropped and David Johnson took the stage, Lori's group chat with her inner circle was practically on fire. Allegedly, she was sending screenshot after screenshot of the fan memes with endless crying laughing emojis. People close to her camp claim she found it hilarious that both of her high-profile exes spent so much time in the press subtly posturing for the suit, only for Marvel to step right over both of them and hand the keys to a whole new guy. Allegedly, Lori's biggest burn behind the scenes was about Damson's whole press strategy. She is reportedly saying that while they were dating, Damson was secretly super confident he had the role in the bag. He was allegedly doing all those stylish red carpet walks, dropping cryptic hints in interviews, and low-key acting like he was already Wakandan royalty. But allegedly, Lori was telling her friends that he was doing way too much PR before he even signed a contract. So when Ryan Coogler went and quietly tapped David Johnson in a secret hotel meeting without any public noise, Lori allegedly told her girls, "That's what happens when you do all your auditioning on Instagram instead of in the room." Ouch. And as for Michael B. Jordan, allegedly, Lori thinks the whole internet obsession with trying to force Killmonger back into the hero suit was just pure delusion. Word is she's been low-key laughing at how MBJ's fans kept trying to resurrect a character who literally died in movie 1, while Marvel was quietly planning a whole generational handoff the entire time. Based on reports, Lori is celebrating how the streets know she won this round without even lifting a finger. She's just sitting back in her flawless skin, watching her exes take a massive collective L, while the internet gives her all the credit for the Black Panther curse. It's the pettiness for me. However, to some extent, if it's true, it's also making Lori look bad. I mean, while MBJ and Damson were actually building acclaimed acting portfolios, she was just riding the high of the celebrity drama? Honestly, clowning them for taking professional L's when they are out here taking major career risks makes her look detached from the real grind. And at the end of the day, continuously talking about, mocking, or keeping tabs on what MBJ and Damson are doing suggests she isn't as moved on as her polished aesthetic claims to be. To make matters worse, there have also been reports that Michael B. Jordan and Damson Idris are way too focused on their bags and their crafts to be losing sleep over Lori Harvey or any internet noise. MBJ is out here directing multi-million-dollar blockbusters, collecting awards, and running his own empire, while Damson is starring alongside Brad Pitt in massive Formula One movies and booking lead roles left and right. Both of these guys are living in high society, A-list territory, where the focus is strictly on legacy, huge paychecks, and the next big project. Basically, they're way too booked, busy, and unbothered to care about group chat gossip or who's laughing behind closed doors. Clearly, it's not stopping Lori, but I'd also love to know your POV. Do you think Lori is being straight up petty behind the scenes, or is she totally justified to sit back and laugh? And what do you think about the casting? Did Marvel get it right with David Johnson as Prince T'Challa II, or were you low-key holding out for Damson or MBJ? Drop those thoughts in the comments section below.